What's up, YouTube? We're going to show you a little progress on the house here, and then I'll show you a little what else we've been working on too. Anyways, we started putting down this plywood on the floor in the third story, and we're laying the plywood down first, and then we're putting liquid nails between the beam and that. We're nailing the first layer down. We're screwing in these cripples across all of the seams in the boards, so it'll be a nice solid floor. And then we're gonna when we get done doing that, I'll just have to walk up here to show you guys. On the boards up here, this is how much of it we've already got done. We will lay down another layer and we'll screw that layer down, but like, see here where the gap is, we'll overlap the sheets. We'll overlap the sheets on the whole second layer. Anyways, our goal is to build these out as far as we can, and then we will tear off the roof, the whole roof in one time, and then we will sorry it's so dark up here and hard to see. And then once we get the roof off, we'll repair the damage on that corner that burned down a little bit into the room on the first floor, and get a tarp up here and get everything sealed off so that we can finish working down in the basement and get the basement poured and everything. But we figured we just well as have all that extra weight off of the top of the house before we got it lifted up into the air. Anyways, on another note, this Massey Ferguson Super 90 that I've been working on, I got all the gaskets finally in and all the O-rings. All of the O-rings were available besides 4 of them inside of the torque converter, and they were they were the ones that actually push the fluid through and seal, and you could hear the suction in them with just the assembly lube, that they were still real good. So I put that all back together with new seals, and then I got I replaced the power steering line that goes into the torque converter, because you have to split the tractor if that blows on you. I went ahead and had to make a new one. There's 2 more lines that go down in there, but they're these brass lines. I'm starting to get it cleaned up and everything a little bit now, and got to finish getting it bolted back together. I went ahead and spared you guys the hour-long fight with the old 68 or whatever, this old F350, and the winch to get it all lifted and squared back into place. But it was a debacle, but it went as smooth as you could ever want it to be. And like I said, now it's all together and everything. I just left it kind of rigged up to the truck and everything to go to lunch, and I wanted to make a video and show you guys kind of how I lifted it around. I guess this is what I've got to kind of work with until I get a telehandler to kind of get things moved around a little bit if they're in an awkward place, and get the tractor married back together. But I got these two Napa 3.5 ton jacks, and the old winch truck, and then a whole bunch of stuff I was using for cribbing and stuff like that. And then I was able to use these clamps right here to kind of, I got it on the dowel on one side, and I kind of moved it in. And then when I took the big bar, the spud bar, and I hooked it in right here, and it was already in the dowel on this side, and when I moved it a little bit that way, it just snapped right into the dowels, and everything was fine. I was a little nervous about trying to get it put back together, because I'd be breaking stuff sometimes, but everything went well. So I guess from here on, it's just really clean everything up real good on it, and do the best I can to make sure I'll have all the grease and stuff off so I can see any oil leaks and get it to where I can start it. The other thing, the clutch pedal had had that little dowel. If you've watched any other videos on this, sorry about being so shaky, that dowel came up and broke this. This goes here like this. Well, anyways, on the clutch pedal itself, where that thing was allowing it to come down enough to pop it out the end there, this pedal right here was up, facing up, and I don't doubt what it was supposed to be facing up, because it has the foot grip on the bottom of it. But anyways, I flipped it back over to where it is now. You see, you can adjust it any way you want, but before, when you push the pedal would come clear down past here, and it would allow that that little rod inside here to hit that plate. Well, now when you push the pedal down, it only comes to right there. And also on this deal, when I switched it around, I noticed, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the video, but right there is a wear mark where this pedal, it looks like somebody had it like that before. Anyways, so I look down and it stops it a good ½ inch before, and it looks like it opens the valve a long ways. So I'm hoping that keeps me from destroying the torque converter again. Well, I know it'll keep me from destroying it again, but I'm hoping that the clutch will release and everything will work when I get it put back together. But at this point now, like I said, I got to clean everything and get all the parts found, because you know it's been almost a year now. But I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up as best I can and put it inside the building and start tinkering a little bit here and there on getting it running. I'm sorry I can't really record it as I go, because I really can't run the camera and do the work at the same time. So, and I don't have a tripod or anything yet, but I did finally get me a smartphone, but I don't know how to run it yet. So I'm still using my my flip phone, but it got a crack in its screen, so now you can barely see your text messages. So I'm trying this smartphone out for a month on the prepaid plan, and then I'll see if I want to put my phone number on it and be, I guess, caught up, you might say. But anyways, I just wanted to bring everybody a little update on the Massey Ferguson. I know it's been a long time, and I know you guys probably all thought that I'd done gave up on it, but I guess when you get something like this, it's really hard to find the parts. That takes a little longer to get the project going, but I'm really hoping that this thing still makes a good tractor for me. Anyways, this video is getting kind of long, so I will talk to you guys on the next one. Thank you.